dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? On first down, Higgins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Gun!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up. Zing! Left!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3 down. Ace! Slow!
And again, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first down. Higgins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Still going. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Alert! 3 down!
Again to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down, check.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What are you doing? Oh, man.
Hey. 4 down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
We got 3 down. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Detroit! 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 Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Higgins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
57. Mike, 57. It's going to be a...
Back to the air on 2nd down. Higgins. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Motion! Ace!
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing to start the drive. Higgins, give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit!
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Detroit! Hey, check Mike 50.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Hot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Higgins. And he's got his man on the out route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left. Huck.
Now it's Mahomes again. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90. Left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Slow. Ace. Z. No. Left. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
on first down. Higgins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, come on out.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Come on here.
Gun!
To throw again. Higgins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing on first down. Higgins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Higgins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56.
From the gun, Higgins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there, got him some extra yardage. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. You got 4. Yes.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucks. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Higgins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Detroit! Detroit! Three down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This is where, fourth quarter, you've got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, we got...
Looking to throw. Higgins dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
58 round.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now a carry here for their fullback. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. 5 down, stand up in. Gun, 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 gun.
Operating from the gun. Higgins under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Black 58 rail, Black 58 rail.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
4 down, check, 4 down. Black 58 rail, Black 58.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
Can you hear me?